Okay, so today we're just going to have a look at some shortcuts and hacks for MyFitnessPal so that you can copy your meals from previously tracked, and also to show you how MyFitnessPal will remember the foods that you regularly eat. So I'm just going to flick over to a new day where I haven't tracked anything, just so that you can see how this is going to work. So I'm going to add my breakfast. Now, if I eat the same thing regularly, which I do, what I can do is just add my same breakfast that I tracked yesterday or the day before or last Friday or 2 months ago by clicking on those 3 grey dots to the right of add food under breakfast. So I'm going to click those dots, copy from date. I can then choose when I want to add my breakfast, and I can choose which meal it was. So say you ate something for dinner last night and you're going to eat it for lunch today. You track it within lunch today, but you'll select dinner from last night. So let's have a look at how this works. Say I'm going to track breakfast from yesterday. I tick it and my breakfast will come in. What I can do then is adjust it. So say, for example, I've got 35 mils of cream there. That's because I had a shit ton of coffee. I actually only had 1 coffee, so I'll cut that down to 10 mils, and I can edit within the day where I'm tracking the new meal. So I've got my breakfast in there. Today for my lunch, I'm going to eat my leftover dinner from the other night. So again, I'm going to click on those 3 grey dots, copy from date, and let's call it dinner from Monday. And away we go. It's tracked everything that I ate for dinner on Monday, including my dessert, which was yogurt and blueberries. If I don't want them for my lunch today, I can just swipe left and delete them to get rid of them. And finally, if you want to share a meal or a diary entry with someone, say your husband's tracking along with you, instead of both of you tracking exactly the same foods, you can just share your food with him and he can instantly add it to MyFitnessPal, or the reverse. You can also do this with me if you want to send me something to show me what you're eating, or if you've got a question about something, or if I'm eating a similar meal to you and we're both following the same recipe, I can just send it straight to you. So for this one, say I want to send my husband Todd lunch. Again, I am going to click those 3 grey dots on the right for add food and share via iMessage. Tap that, and then I can select what I'm going to share with him. So in this instance, it was an entire meal that I'm sharing with him. But say, for example, he didn't eat the baby bok choy, which is at the bottom of this list. I can just deselect it by tapping on it, click send at the top right, and then I'll just type in his mobile number and he will receive that as an SMS. He will then tap on the link when he gets it and it will add straight into his MyFitnessPal. And again, he can deselect any items that he wants and he can edit quantities and measurements as well. And here's how MyFitnessPal will remember the foods that you regularly eat. So you can see here under breakfast, it's offering me to add yesterday's breakfast. And if I swipe right, it will bring across everything that I tracked yesterday. So once you've tracked for a few times, MyFitnessPal will remember what you eat regularly. It will also remember combinations of foods that you eat regularly. So you can see here, this was the breakfast that I had yesterday. Looks weird. I always put my milk for my cups of tea during the day in my breakfast allocation, just so I know I've got it. And we've got that 35 mils of cream in there again. So again, let's try and edit that one. So I just tap on the cream entry. I can change that to the 10 mils that I drank today. And then I can continue to add along in here. So say today I turned my veggies and eggs into an omelette. So I added some Parmesan. You can see here I consistently use a West Acre Parmesan shredded cheese, which is the Aldi Parmesan. And I always put 10 grams when I'm making an omelette. So it remembers it. Now, we can also see here, MyFitnessPal knows that when I'm making an omelette, I often use baby spinach. I put 2 eggs in my omelette. I have it for breakfast, so that's my shit tons of coffee. I use it with capsicum, mushrooms, etc., etc., etc. So rather than having to go and find those foods, you can just select whichever ones you want and add them to your list simply by tapping them on the left-hand side and then clicking on the little tick at the top. Now we've already got our breakfast in there, so we're ready to rumble. I wanted to show you how it remembers the frequent combinations as well with things like your snacks. So here I'm going to tap add food under snacks. I regularly eat corn thins with peanut butter and banana. So here we go. I have 40 grams of banana and I have crunchy peanut butter. Now you can see all these other items here. These are what I regularly log as snacks. So it's not only remembering the foods that I eat, the combinations of foods that I eat, but it's also remembering which meals I track them consistently as. So you can see here, this is what Courtney eats all the time. I'll have corn thins, banana, peanut butter. I will have almond milk with protein and psyllium husk. I will have a green smoothie, and I will often have Chobani yogurt or a protein bar. So really, once you've been tracking for a couple of days, MyFitnessPal will start to add these recommendations, and it's literally seconds for you to go through, tap, add, and your food is logged for the day.